It's an honor and privilege to welcome Nirmala Tharoor on this show. Many have done course in my family. No one has shared the experience in the social media. So it's such a happiness for me that Chechi is the first person to share her experience on Sudharshan Kriya after practicing it for 3 months, and she's completely convinced and she's ready to share it in the social media. She's been practicing it for the last 3 months, and her commitment and her focus to do this Kriya every day is commendable. Professionally, Chechi was an HOD of Amled School in Dubai. She was a trainer and a teacher. So welcome, Chechi, on the show.
Thank you, Priya. Thank you so much.
Chechi, you know, this is a casual, because see, you're my sister. So this is a very casual conversation, plus a throwback and experience sharing of how you feel about the Sudharshan Kriya. So just to know a gist, we want to know a throwback of your life. Where did you do your school, college, etc.?
Okay, I was born in Coimbatore, now called Kovai.
Okay.
And, since my father was out of country to do his PhD in London, Wales University, so we had to settle in a hometown, that is Manyapra. It's in Palakkad district. So I was put in one Cherupushpam convent, hoping that my father will come, we have to shift from there. So there up to grade 3 I studied. Then later on when my father came, I was put in St. Joseph's Matriculation School in Coimbatore. 2 years there. From there, he was transferred to Madurai. There we went again, St. Joseph's School till 9th. And later, my grandmother was getting old and we had to come and settle down in our hometown. So then there I pursued my education, then NSS College in Nirmala, where I got a gold medal for being first in college. The first time in college, that too in history.
Oh my God, Chechi, okay.
So from there, I got in Vimla College. Vimla College, because I scored much, I got scholarship for 3 years from Calicut University. So I did my degree from with the help of the scholarship from Calicut University. I was in a hostel. Then by the time I completed, I got married. That was the system those days. You know,
Correct.
Once you complete your degree, you get married. Nothing else. So then after that, I was in Calcutta for 4-5 years. Then he got he's an advertising person, my husband. He was working with Lintas, Hindustan Lever. Then when Bangalore opened a new branch, he was transferred to Bangalore. So we came and we were in Bangalore and the children were all brought up in Bangalore. So settled in Bangalore. Later, he got a job in Dubai and he came here. But I remained with my children till they completed the studies. My son completed his engineering and he joined Infosys. My daughter did international BBA. She was put in Christ College. And later I traveled here. Then after that, you know, my son got fed up with this computer job. He resigned that and he joined me in Dubai. By the time my daughter left to London to complete her course in Liverpool University, she did double honors in BA and she came back. Then actually family was again all together in Dubai. She got a job from the beginning, she got a job in the liquor division only, my daughter. Okay. Now she is heading a marketing manager, regional marketing manager of Bean Santori. And meanwhile, she did her MBA from Manchester University. Same way, my son also did his master's. He went and he did from London. Actually, she did as online here with Dubai. But, my daughter was very particular that her brother goes to the college and learns.
Okay.
And she has also helped him.
Right, okay.
She has also helped him because I never see that anywhere where a sister helping a brother.
Correct.
They were so close together. They are now also very close and, you know, they go to any extent helping each other. And now he's married and settled here only in Dubai. And he's working for Lease Plan, which is based in Abu Dhabi. The head office is in Norway, I think so. So happily settled. And, my daughter, meanwhile, during this COVID times, she wasn't traveling. Otherwise, she used to travel at least 2 times in a month throughout the world. Because there are a lot of countries where she has to look into the marketing. So she will be traveling.
She is in charge of the entire
she's regional
global division.
Yeah. So that time she was traveling to almost 30 to 40 countries. So almost in flight, you should say. She will keep all her bags ready, come take another one and go, like that it was. But during the COVID times, I told her, you've already done your Bharatanatyam, Carnatic music, and she has done her juniors, seniors from Karnataka board. I used to be behind. After coming from school, I would take her to the dance class, put her there. But at that time, she didn't have much interest. But I used to be behind her, and then she did the Arangetram also. Actually, Urmila Unni was the chief guest, and Monisha's mother, Sridevi Chechi, was the guest of honor. Because we go to the same club, I know Sridevi Chechi very well. So she was the guest of honor. And she did Arangetram, press was called and all that. But after that, she didn't pursue because of a career. But then COVID time, she had enough time to practice. And finally, she thought, Amma, why can't I dance and upload in YouTube? And then she used to do with her sister-in-law. Both of them used to dance and my son used to upload. Then finally, one day she told, Amma, I'm going to start a dance school here, DAB. I said, okay, it's a nice thing. And then it was immediate, like, she went, saw the place, booked the place. Then she did all the interiors. And then Puja day, she said, you're going to be my Pujari. So finally, I am so much into prayers and all that. I did puja for her institute, and then it started. Within a year, it was break. She took a break and she opened another one. So in Dubai. So 2 institute now she is running. Plus her job is also, she has not resigned. Every month she will say, I'll resign, but not resign still. So she's very happy now.
She's pursuing her passion for dancing. Because I saw the studio and she's highly talented, Chichi. My God. She's really talented, and that shows in her dance, the passion of, dancing for it.
Yeah, I know. Before it was not there, but now she developed the passion.
Oh, okay.
Before it was my passion and she used to do. Now it's her passion. I can't see her. She is always dancing.
Right. So how long have you been practicing yoga, Chichi?
Yoga, actually, when I was working in Bangalore, in school, we had a small course from this Valga Valamudan. That is actually based in Pollachi, I think so. Vedadri Maharishi is the founder, no? He's no more. He died in 2006. He attained Samadhi. But, the group of them came to our school and, they taught us many exercises. So I used to do, but then the school starts at 7:38 and I have to rush to school. So I had only little time, like 15 to 20 minutes I was practicing like that. But Corona helped me so much after retirement. Actually, I retired now. And then I went to the site, and nowadays you have YouTube, everything uploaded, and everything I revised again. And I used to do 1 hour every day in the morning. So 1 hour every day in the morning, and evening also 40 minutes I used to walk. So slowly my weight came down. And, actually when I was working in school, my BP, sugar, everything was up and down. Because the stress is like that in school here, and I couldn't manage anything, but I stopped all medicines now. And only with yoga, my sugars are under control.
So now, why did you switch on all of a sudden to, you felt you want to do a happiness program online?
So actually, happiness program is not in my mind. Even though my friend is there with Art of Living, Rajesh, he used to always compel me, Nimi, I think it's better you do one course. I said, Rajesh, not at now. I'll think over it later. But then, without my knowledge, my friend here, Kamala, who is Maya's cousin, so she put a few of her friends, teachers, into that group. And so she told me, ma'am, why don't you join and do some exercise? You are interested in yoga. So at that time, I was preparing for my Bhagavata Saptaham. And so I was concentrating on that. I said, Kamala, let me see, after this, I might get into the site. So one day I happened to get into the site and I saw the yoga, most of it the same what I do in the morning. A little difference here and there. So then I was interested. Then Maya called me. Maya called me and introduced her, and she said that she's Kamala's cousin, and she went on and on talking about, and there is a happiness program, Chechi, why don't you join? And I don't know. And I said, okay, let me think. But the next day, she only registered for me and I transferred money to her. And it happened. I don't know how it happened. And then after joining that, then this Kriya, I didn't know anything about it. It's actually breathing techniques, and fast, slow, medium. It goes like that, 20, 40, 40, 20, 40, 40.
Right.
So I wasn't sure that I was getting it right. So every now and then I used to call Maya and ask, am I right? Am I taking the right type of breath? How should I sit? How should I breathe and all that, lot of confusion. So in the beginning, I had some headache and I felt some weakness because morning also I'm doing, evening also. I didn't want to stop my morning yoga. But after some 20 to 30 days, I could find a drastic change in me. That weakness is gone. Then, I don't know. I used to enjoy very well and I used to get good sleep. Nothing I used to see. Sometimes, you don't get proper sleep and you keep thinking, pondering this, that and all that. Now, nothing. Peaceful sleep. And, they have advised me to take Ujjayi breath before going to sleep. So I used to take that. And then I used to do Brahmari Pranayama. All that helped me a lot. And I get nice deep sleep. And morning when the alarm raises the voice only, I'll get up. I'm so
wow.
I think that most of them should join. And the thing is that it's not joining. You should be dedicated to it. Exactly. Anything you do without dedication, you are not going to get 100% result. Even if it is studies, you might listen in class, you might listen to the teacher, but you should put in some effort to reach there. That is there. Otherwise, you won't get. Yeah, do your best. God will do the rest. That is always there. But God will see whether you're doing the best. Otherwise, He will not do the rest. Right. So we have to be dedicated and we have to practice. And nowadays, I wait for my timing to get into the site and do the exercise. I don't keep my video open because, sometimes new entries will be there. So I have a habit of answering always. Before they ask the question, I will answer. That is what I accept from my students. So I used to do that. Then every time I am only answering, the new members are not answering. So I keep my video closed now.
Okay. Right. Okay. Chechi, there is a, people get into doing Kriya and after some time they drop it. So do you see, you've been teaching for a long time also. So do you have any tips on this procrastination of people and this, laziness, especially laziness and procrastination is two things that's having, though we know that this particular, Sudharshan Kriya, meditation, all is helpful, but still, the procrastination makes us drop the entire good thing that we have got. So do you have any tips for the viewers?
Definitely. See, you enroll your child to school. Why you are enrolling? Because you want to give education. You can't make the child drop out from grade 3, grade 4. No, even if the child says, Amma, I can't go to school, the first thing you will tell is, go to school, you have to go, you have to study, you have to make your living, you have to come up in your life, look at your father, look at your uncle, they're all well placed. So one day you also have to be placed. And you will force the child to attend the school. But later, the child will realize what my mother has done is right. That is why I am here now. It's the same way. Without that thinking in your mind, you cannot come up. Otherwise, you will be a dropout in school. You will not have a continuity. Anything you do, there should be a continuity. That you have to have that dedication, then you will get that, you will reach the point where you will get satisfaction. Anything is that. If you are drinking water also, you feel thirsty, you drink water. The more you feel thirsty, the more you drink. But there will be a point where you stop drinking. There will be a point where you stop eating. That is the point when you realize I have done something that is useful for my body. So definitely they should practice.
And see, you've been handling teenagers for quite a long time, because in school, and you've been training foreign expats and, foreign students, teachers, trainers, etc. You've been a trainer. So you've been, definitely, Chechi, you would have heard this anxiety syndrome, anxiety, panic, depression, children are going through. Yeah. So in your experience, and you've been practicing for so long, do you think meditation and these, art of living techniques and practice and yoga will help the children in the long way?
Yeah, definitely. See, even in our school, before we start the session, there will be a music that is kept on from the principal's room. And in all classes, all the children will sit straight with the eyes closed and, listening to the music. And, some even sit with cross-legged on the table with the mudras and all. But they will be listening to that, and 10 minutes after that only we start a session. That calms their mind before they start. That gave us a different style of teaching itself, actually. The children were all very happy before we start. That calms their mind. That is very important. Meditation actually calms the mind.
So to conclude, Chechi, thank you so much for giving your time, and you've taken out your valuable time and given us this experience. And, you've shared this experience in the media. That itself is a big happiness for me. As your sister, it's such a, it's a real happiness for me. So thank you so much, Chechi. Thank you. And keep coming
Priya,
for the
please.
show. I'll keep inviting you for something or the other regarding children and teens and whatever, youths. Because this is a section we have been handling. And I'll definitely keep inviting you for different talks and shows, so that, you are a motivator and an inspiration by yourself. So I would definitely like your contribution, Chechi.
Thank you so much, Priya. And I didn't know what to talk, actually. Really. I'm not used to also, though I train my teachers and students, never in front of a screen to talk something, And this is a great experience that you have included me in this. Thank you so much.
Thank you.